Hey everybody, it's Eric Holmgren, your ambassador at large for the Placentia Chamber of Commerce. And today I am with Nikki Labarico with On the Mark Indoor Digital Advertising Network.
Correct.
Woo! Okay, I got it. So, Nikki, so good to see you.
So,
So tell me a little bit about On the Mark.
On the Mark is an indoor digital advertising network. And we essentially take the idea of an outside billboard and bring it indoors
Okay.
into places where there's high traffic and people are sitting for a long period of time. So, in a restaurant or a bar, gym, waiting room at an urgent care, lots of places like that. So that way you're looking at the screen for a long period of time. Usually you're sitting there for at least 45 minutes to an hour in a place like that.
Okay.
And it is on a loop. So it repeats every 15 minutes. So if you're sitting there for an hour, you would see it 4 times.
Hello.
And we advertise in within our network each other's businesses. So anywhere where we have a screen, then all of those businesses are being advertised interconnected.
Okay.
And then also we advertise other people. You don't have to be a brick and mortar to advertise. We can also put anybody else's advertisements on those screens as well.
Okay. So obviously people that have your screen in their restaurant,
Mhm.
their ad's going to be displayed on the screen at the waiting room at the doctor's office and
Correct.
whatever else, and vice
Mhm.
versa. But somebody who's not involved, as you said, could then
They can advertise in
advertise.
any of those places.
Okay. And do you guys have something where you could target it, where I just want to be in this type of business or this area?
Absolutely,
Okay.
yes. So we can either, some businesses prefer like a mile radius around wherever their business is. Some people prefer a broader range, depending on what their clientele is and who they're trying to reach. But we have all of Southern California. We have a very large presence in Long Beach,
Okay.
and we just opened a network down in Coachella Valley.
Okay. Very good. With your network here in the Placentia, Yorba Linda, Brea, this part of the world, how many screens do you have at the moment?
So at the moment, we're actually trying to expand
Okay.
into Orange counties in this area, in particularly. So that's where we are trying to expand our network
Okay.
and trying to help promote other businesses in this area.
Okay. So this is like a newer territory kind
Yeah,
of thing. Okay.
yeah.
Well, cool. Well, cool. Well, how did you get involved with On the Mark?
I was looking for a job and a change of pace, and this opportunity came upon me, and I took it.
What had you done previously?
I was a manager at a moving company, so I ran the office, or I ran everything. And then before that, I was a hairdresser.
Okay. So this is a little less stressful than the moving company job?
Absolutely,
Okay.
yes, because transportation just goes nonstop.
That's, oh,
So
yeah, yeah.
if my guys were in the field, that means that I was working.
Wow. Okay. Well, good. So sounds like it's a good fit for you. Obviously,
Yes.
you've got a good personality for getting out
Mhm.
and meeting people.
Thank you.
So, well, you're welcome. So tell me, what is a business challenge that On the Mark has been facing or that you've been facing that probably other people have been facing too?
Well, we've noticed that ever since COVID, it's been a really hard thing to do to be able to find people to work. We
Okay.
have expanded our company, it's growing, and we need more people. So it's
Yeah.
been a really hard to try and um, like find good qualified people that want to do the work.
Okay. And then as far as the type of job, is it mostly people that are doing something very technical or is it salespeople like yourself? What's the
Both, yeah. So we really a field technician, so somebody who can go out in the field and check on all of our screens and fix, things go wrong sometimes
right?
digitally. So check on those. Each screen has a little computer attached to it that plays our advertisements. So
Okay.
sometimes those need to be switched out or, worked on. So we really need somebody full time to do that.
Right.
And then another full-time salesperson.
Okay. Is it a case where with the people like, for example, with the technical person, does he or she need some sort of involved technical training, or is it something that's a little bit more?
Not necessarily. Basic computer knowledge is pretty much all it is. It's not very complicated.
It's not rocket science.
Yeah, we have a team behind us that handles all the software and stuff. So really all we need is somebody to just go out and do the physical work.
Physical work. Okay. So it sounds like you could find either the salesperson or the technical person. Maybe they're not terribly specialized. So what do you think is the reason why you're having difficulty attracting or finding candidates for it? Is it just the way the job market is as a whole? Uh,
That's what it seems to be in my experience. I mean, we are willing to pay. We're
did
it's
you hear
really
that? They're willing to pay. Yes.
it's I think like as far as the field technician is concerned, it's remote and people you're gonna have to drive out to multiple places. So that seems to be something that some people are not interested in. You would think it would be a good thing or
I
having you
guess a
come
lot
in.
of it you have to find the right personality, So if
Yeah,
there's somebody who's more of a loner individual kind of thing,
right.
wants to, that doesn't want to have to do a lot of interaction with folks, that might not be a bad gig. As far as then where you're looking for positions, where are some of the spots that you've been trying to apply or
Um,
find candidates?
well, I've put ads out on Indeed and LinkedIn and word of mouth, really.
Okay. All right. Well, I think word of mouth might be helpful for you, particularly here in the chamber,
I think so.
because there's lots of people that know people, and
Hmm.
then they know people who have kids or people that are
Right.
looking for work.
Hmm.
And so this is probably a good way for you to try to get in touch with people. Obviously, for the technical thing, if there's a technical school around
Hmm.
that's teaching some basic computer stuff, that might be a place where you could find a candidate, I would imagine. But the other sales piece or the other technical piece might be something that can be done or you could train. So, what's the usual process for you guys training new people? Is it a case where you're looking for experienced or you're
A
willing
little of
to?
both. I
Okay,
mean, like I said, basic computer knowledge and for a field technician, and then we would just train them as far as what we really need from them.
okay.
And same thing with sales and basic sales knowledge and experience, and we can train them accordingly, for what we're doing.
Okay. Well, I have heard your lament from a few other business owners over the last few months here.
Yeah.
So I know that that is a problem, and I know that it will sort itself out. I've been around long enough to know that
Yes.
these things come in waves. So hopefully you'll keep that up, and of course, obviously talk with our friends here in the Placentia Chamber and elsewhere, and let people know that this is something that is a good opportunity for people, a good workplace, and that's always important too. Anything else you'd like to share with our friends out there in the Placentia community before we wrap it up?
Our business really caters to small to medium-sized businesses, and we really want to help people advertise and get their business out there. So if anyone is looking for any advertisement, come see me.
Okay, well, very good. Well, Nikki, it was a pleasure to meet you and
You
chat
also.
and learn more about On the Mark. And for everyone else out there, until our next episode, be well.